everyone, I am Fran and welcome back to Fran Dazzled. On this video I'm going to show you how a non-expert traveler packs. I'm actually going to unpack my carry-on luggage for a recent trip to Europe on a cruise across the Mediterranean from Rome to Venice. So I have not unpacked yet. So that you can see what I took with me, I will just let you know what I regret taking or maybe wish I had taken and all that, and the other YouTube people that inspired me and some of my choices. So stay tuned for that. So if you're like me and you don't travel often throughout the year, you really look forward to those few trips that you do take. And so a few months before actually going on the trip, I started delving into a bunch of YouTube videos of what to take, what not to take, how to travel light and all that. Amongst all of the videos I watched, my favorite and most helpful were from Lauren Kelly from It's the Kellys and Maggie from Maggie Fuchs. They're both awesome and I really enjoy watching their videos and learning from them because they are expert travelers. But anyhoodles, let's start. So as my carry-on, I took this Cotopaxi Allpa, and this is the 28. I already had the 35-liter Allpa, but I just wanted to challenge myself to pack smaller. So I ordered this one. Word of advice. I have ordered several Cotopaxi items, and through their website you do have the option to choose the colors and all that, which is fun. But if you're kind of in a time frame where your trip will be, I would just recommend order from them through Amazon because it'll get to you quicker. The few times I have ordered through the Cotopaxi website, it takes over a week to 2 weeks to get my purchase for some reason. And so that's something to take note of. One of the times I actually paid for 2-day shipping and I just lost that money because it did not ship out in 2 days and I still had to wait I think it was 8 days from shipping confirmation to receiving it. So that's the thing. But I do love their products. They're very colorful. I like what the company does with scraps of fabric and all that. No, zero waste and all that. So if you like color like I do, check them out. I do like also that it's not your regular black, gray, and navy blue luggage that everyone has. So if you do check your bags or just set them down somewhere, you will quickly recognize which one's yours. So again, this is the Cotopaxi Allpa 28. So the interesting thing about this is it opens up as a suitcase. So first, this front zipper here is sort of halfway, and here I keep my liquids bag. So just your regular old non-fancy liquids bag, I'll go through that later. And then the main compartment, I did catch a cold on my last few days, so pardon my sniffling and all of that. So once you open it up, it has both sides like a regular suitcase. And then thanks to Lauren Kelly, I decided to give a chance to packing cubes, and I'm so glad I did. I have the medium. This was a set of 3, large, medium, small. I did not use the large. This is the medium, and I used the small one on my personal item with my jewelry and underwear. So this is the small one. We'll get into that later. But yes, so I think the key to all this was me learning about wool clothing. So one of the properties of wool is that it's wrinkle resistant and it repels odor and all that. So I was able to wear all these clothes for the 10-11 days that I was traveling, and I did not need to wash any of them. I had this little spray bottle with a little bit of alcohol and water, and then what I would do is at the end of the day I would hang up my clothes, spray it with that, and then they would be fresh the next day. So the items of clothing that I packed, I can just go into detail in the comments below, so you don't have to go through all of it. But basically, a button-down sort of tunic shirt that you can create different outfits with. You can wear it open, closed, tie it in a knot in front of you, like with a dress. And so I took that. I took 2 pairs of cropped leggings. Again, all of this is wool, except for this one. This is wool and linen blend. So I had these and a pair of navy blue ones as well. And I had a wool X shirt that I used as pajama tops. It's just basic black one. And then I took 2 shorts, both from Woolland. Black ones I used as pajama bottoms and underdress, thigh, for the shove rub. And these I also used both ways, either at night as pajamas or underdresses. And the dresses I took, here I'm not picturing the one that's actually drying right now, was one of the dresses I wore back on the way back. It was another Woolland dress, the Cora striped blue and white dress, and the navy blue leggings. Those are drying as we speak. So I took that dress. I took this Maggie dress. It's a short sleeve. And then this sleeveless navy blue one. And one long sleeve black one. And this is the one I used to travel from here to Rome on the plane with some of the leggings underneath. And then for like layering, apart from the button-up tunic, I took this linen overlay. This is from Julahas. And it was really comfortable. And I really enjoyed the pop of color. Especially if you're taking tours and all that and you're with other people, it's easier to find you if you're wearing something colorful. The one item that I probably could have done without was this kimono that I packed for dinners. So for dinner, my original plan was to use the black long sleeve dress and just, accessorize it. But I only wore this one night over it. So for just using it once, it really wasn't worth packing it. I could have just done without this. So this is the one clothing piece I could have done without. So that was the medium bag. And then I have 2 pairs of shoes in here. One of them is a pair of flats that I use mostly on the evenings. I can put the details of these. And of course I had sandals. Just flat sandals. And then the pair of shoes that I wore the most to and from traveling and as we walked around the cities and all that were my Icarus leather wide toe box minimalist shoes. So these are great, very comfortable. They do send you 3 different insoles with different thicknesses. I'm using the thicker one here. It's a very nice company. They send you a lot of things when you order your pair. I'm really happy with these. Okay, and on the other side of our suitcase, we have some bras. So just in case anyone's wondering, I only took 2 bras, a black one and a cream colored one. No, we didn't go anywhere that was like super hot, so I didn't have like the sweats. So, but if you are, you can just wash it wherever you're staying at and just hang to dry. That way you don't have to take more than 2. So what I did take, since the clothing was going to be repeated and reused and mixed and matched, I figured I would just add pops of things with jewelry and accessories. This belt I never used. I do like it, but I never used it. I did use the other two belts that I took, which were, I have this reversible one, but I only used it on the brown side, and this black one that I also used a few times. This one is from Shein. The other one is, I believe, from Old Navy, if I'm not mistaken. And then, of course, I had a bathing suit. And then here, I have a Ziploc bag with the used underwear. I did wash every single night. I took them off, washed them, and hung to dry. But I overpacked underwear, so I didn't have to really reuse any of them. So I just kept them in this baggie. And sock-wise, I took 3 pairs of socks, all of them wool. And so in here, I also have the purse that I used whenever we went anywhere outside the ship. It packs thin. You can open it to expand it, but I didn't have to. I just carried a few things in here. I did get this small wallet from Amazon so that I could keep like money and stuff in here, and if anyone tried to take my purse, it would be attached to it, but it would not have the bulk of my millions. So I did not put a lot of money in here, just like spending money for that day. So, I'm also a princess, so I took my satin pillow covers. You know, you don't stay this young and radiant by sleeping on other fabrics. So I took those and put them over the, don't judge me. And I took this little scarf that I got off of Etsy. It's very nice and colorful. I used it as a headband, and I also used it for the ladies traveling with me to follow me when I was leading a tour. I was not leading a tour, I was just leading them. But it was fun. And let's talk about the liquids. So thanks to Lauren and Maggie from the YouTubes, I was able to get rid of some liquids and turn them into solids. Let me show you. So there's this sunblock, and Maggie recommended this, and I thought it was a great idea. It's sunblock on a stick. It looks like a deodorant, so one less thing to count as liquid. You can also, depending on where you're going, not take any sunblock and just buy it wherever you go. That's an option as well. The other thing that is very useful, Maggie as well talked about moisturizer on a stick. So I ordered this one that she was mentioning, this Olay serum on a stick. It took some getting used to, because you put it on and then you think you're going to go in and rub it in, and it's just like absorbed immediately. So what I did was I rubbed it on my fingers and did the thing, so I felt like I was actually applying something. I got a variation of that. This other one is Hero Force Shield Super Fuel Serum Stick. I didn't use this one as much. Same thing. And for your face, Hawaiian Tropic has this SPF 30 mineral translucent sunscreen powder, which I wouldn't have known this existed if it wasn't for Maggie. So I'm still testing this out. I don't know if it really works. And so yeah, this is my makeup bag. I took very few things, you know, for my long hair. And for my hair, speaking of, I did not have to put this in the liquids bag, but I just tossed it in there because I had space. The product I use for my hair, sort of like a wax, I just put into these things. like Lauren Kelly, she recommends putting things in smaller things. So I thought that was a great idea. So I put my hair paste wax thing into this contact lens case that we had laying around. And the other liquids are basically a face wash, toothpaste, a shower gel that I prefer, and of course, while traveling, I didn't have to use them, but eye drops. And this, I put some Dawn soap in this scope bottle because if you get into wool and you get into Facebook groups and all that, one of the favorites to wash or spot clean wool is the regular Dawn dish soap. I don't think I had to use it on anything, but my mom did on one of her shirts. So it was kind of nice knowing that you had it if you needed it. And a few fun things I got was this tiny, cute little razor, Q-tips. This is the other belt I forgot I had in there. I used this one as well, it's brown. And some wet ones, I took one and the carry-on one in my personal item. I used it as, to wipe my hands whenever we got on the plane or after going around if I was going to eat something. So all of that fit in here. I also put and by the way, these handles, you can just take them off and then slide them in here if in case you need to sort of grab this as to take less space or whatever. So this has handles on all sides, top and bottom. So if you were to hide the handles, you can just pick it up and put it on the overhead bin. On this trip, I did not have to. I just left them on and just shoved them on the overhead bin. So I really enjoyed traveling with this. And then my personal item was this bag that I also had already used on my trip last year to Puerto Rico. And I liked it because it's pretty compact. It has a bunch of zippers and compartments, and you can fit a bunch of things. So basically, I used it with a small packing cube with extra underwear and my jewelry. I did take a lot of jewelry. I like jewelry. I also had these Amazon sunglasses because I was not about to take my pricier sunglasses and risk losing them or breaking them on the trip. So these were like $8 on Amazon, and they did the job. They covered me from the sun. They are polarized, so that was good. I didn't mind if they fell or scratched or whatever. Then I used this case that was given to me with some earphone jack things from JetBlue a few years ago. So I used this for the pills. So, you're always thinking, what if I get the diarrheas? What if I get the allergies? Just pack everything in these, again, Lauren Kelly, little bags, Ziploc baggies, and you just put your medicine or whatever in there. And I just shoved all of them in here, and then that did not take up any space at all. So I put those in this pocket in here. Toothbrush, feminine products, and I got this soap case. It's a bar soap case from REI. It says drive-through technology because I heard many complaints from people saying that the shampoo on the ship is a shampoo conditioner thing, and unless you wanted your hair to be dry as hay, not to use it. So I got me a Lush shampoo conditioner bar, and it smells flowery. So my plan initially was to just take that, put it in here and have it dry. This did not convince me at all. So whenever I hung my underwear to dry, I put the soap in this and the underwear was dry the next day, and this still was wet. So I don't know. I'm not convinced. So, But I do like these little bags from Amazon that I can't remember which of the YouTubers had recommended them. But I got a pack, and we use one in here. You just put your bar of soap in there, close it up, and it lathers so nicely, and it also exfoliates. But also, when you go somewhere that has the shower gel thing, like we did, you can just pump that shower gel on there, and it'll lather up just as if you were using a sponge. So it's really nice. I recommend it. What else? So I did take a notebook. Oh, this bag has an extra strap. I forgot how to use it. I don't even use that one. I just use it like cross in front of me and then a backpack. That's how I use this. I took a notebook. It's somewhere in here. I was going to journal every day. You know what we did each day and all that, but I just did it like one time and then I was too tired for that. But you can also fit that in there. And so I had the snacks pocket. I had all the snacks. Eventually I had to buy some cough drops. Thank you to everyone who coughed without covering your mouths inside an elevator. And I got another product. This one's from Maggie. She introduced me to these. So these are, I think it's Olay or Pond's or something. I cut them in half, so they were double this size, and one side of them has little beads sort of for exfoliating, the other side is smooth. So these are water activated. It already has product in it. So whenever I wore makeup, I would remove it with this. I'm very happy with them. Very lightweight. And they don't take up very much space at all, so that was great. The other wet wipes. Some electrolytes. I didn't use these, but you know, if you did, they don't take up space. The most expensive lactose pills in the world, they were 18 euros in somewhere in Italy. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And then I had my trusty Bluetooth earbud thing headband. I use this almost every night to go to sleep here with my ASMR videos and soothing sounds. And I took this on the trip and used it every night just to try to drown out the sounds of my snoring mother next to me. It's a very small cabin, so it's just be aware of who you travel with because you might not get any sleep. And I had some gum for takeoff. I only used it once. And then I basically kept my passport and all that accessible from the first one. So passport things, face masks. And I like to stash Dollar Tree, you know, the ankle-less socks from Dollar Tree. I stashed 2 pairs in here so that if they make you take your shoes off at the airport, you don't have to walk around barefoot or with your socks on that you'll be using for the rest of the week. So I just put the extra pair of socks over my socks, walked through security, and then threw those socks away. And that's that. So basically that's what I packed. I am not a seasoned traveler, but I do believe that I did pretty well. Will continue to recommend and use wool for travel. I will wash it now, but I did not have to at any point while I was traveling. And it did not hold on to odors or anything, so that's what I would recommend. You do you, but this is what a normal person was able to travel with for 10, 11 days in Europe. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to check down the notes below for any products that I might have mentioned that you might be interested in checking out, and check out it's the Kelly's and Maggie Fuchs YouTube channels as well, because if you're watching this because you're about to go somewhere, so have fun, pack light, and just learn as you go. Thank you so much.